Hey everybody, sorry about the delays. I've been a little sick. I haven't been feeling too good, but I'm back and I'm finally explaining. So many people have asked how to use, sorry, how to use the great machine or the hate machine, which is the fusion machine. It's pretty simple, but it seems like a lot of people don't really understand because of how it's explained. The idea is you have to touch two different people with a power in order to initiate the fusion process. The first human to touch the device will be the main in the next fusion. So what this essentially means is that when you fuse the two powers together, the person who obtains that power will be the first person you touch. I'll showcase this in just a second. Soul of a hero, beautiful artifact, and some of my old projects combined to create another masterpiece. Whatever. Now, we'll get him away from the rotten god here because he will rot and die. Now, I'm not gonna do a bunch of different fusion. Maybe if you guys want me to if you guys want, tell me what fusion you guys want to see next. But this one here, this is the first one I figured it out with, and this is probably the easiest one to explain because it's so simple, right? So now the absorber has the ability to absorb people, right? He kind of just disintegrates them, makes them eat, and he eats them and makes him stronger. I don't know why their energy meters aren't coming up. Let's just remove them and spawn another one in. There we go. All right. But yeah, the absorber, he just absorbs things. Oh, I spawned in the wrong rotten god and the wrong absorber. That was my fault. But here. Now, let's take these two. Oh, I don't want to touch him first. The idea that I want to demonstrate is, in order to properly explain this, you see what the absorber does, you see how his abilities work. He absorbs things. Now, because he's near the wrong guy, he's dying, but you see that's how he absorbs things, that's how he lives. He absorbs things as such. As you can see, that's what he does, that's what his power is. He has another ability if you awaken him, but whatever. The main ability of the Rotten God is this giant rotten force field here. This here, it will slowly rot any living being inside of it. And now he's dead. Now, let's awaken them both. Now they both have a different power. That is now the absorber's power. The absorber can now, oh, his foot is gone. The absorber can now emit a giant shockwave that allows him to do this. And he can now emit a giant shockwave that does something different. When within the range of somebody, let's revive him so he doesn't just die. When within the range of somebody and he's close enough to someone to make them start rotting, they begin to rot. And when they finally fall, he can infect them with worms. Which sounds disgusting because it is. It's disgusting. He infects them with worms, and he brings them back to life. They are now his puppet. He owns them. This worm here, it reminds me of the game Limbo. That's exactly what it looks like. I'm pretty sure he still has his abilities. Oh no, he doesn't. Oh. But yeah, but now they are under his oath. They can no longer attack him or hurt him. Okay, womp womp. now let's figure out how to actually fuse these different powers together. That was just to help you guys understand how, let's not do that, how each power is supposed to work. Let's get a new one of you. Both, okay. So what you want to do is, what I want to do is, me personally, I'm going to give the absorption power to him, to the Rotten God. So I touch him first. Then I touch the absorber. Now what power do I want to use? I can use any of these as a base, technically. There are some powers that aren't compatible, but usually most powers tend to do something with another power, usually. The absorber is one of the powers that it's not that compatible with, which is kind of sad, but they work with most of the Rotten God's abilities, so it's fine. Rotten Nimbus. This is his passive ability, which is what, oh no, not this one. Silent Prayer. It's an aura that disintegrates flesh, blah, blah, blah. It's what happens when you put someone close. So now I click this. Now I can pick one of his things. Rotten God Aura disintegrates the flesh, so it's fusing this power here, Silent Prayer, with either absorption or with this one, but this one just works better, so it's fine. Rotten God Aura disintegrates flesh, does the same thing, but the fusion effect, 100% chance to create short absorb link on trigger. And there's a 30% chance to create a very long absorb link on trigger. So I'm going to go with this one. Accept. Now we look at Rotten Nimbus. Nothing about this guy has changed. He's the same. But watch this. If I put a person inside of his, like, Rotten Cloud, his Nimbus, not his Nimbus, that's the Halo, his, whatever, his Silent Prayer, oh my god. He is now absorbing his energy. And there is a downside to this specific one, and it's that he can no longer bring things back to life, as he will just consume their energy. But this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Honestly, while it is a cool ability, I don't see very much practical use for it. So I think this is really cool, just him being able to do this. It works with, honestly, almost anything. Oh, I forgot, these are zombie creatures technically, so it doesn't count. He just keeps going, and it just gives him energy. He eats. And as they rot, not only do they die, but they also get absorbed. This is how you use the fusion. Now, I don't want to bore you guys. I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch a bunch of other fusions. I want you guys to go experiment with this for yourself. But that's the basic premise of how to use the fusion. Go experiment with it. Go do different things. And if you don't want to go do different things, leave me a comment and tell me what fusions you want to see next and what kinds of powers you want to see. If they can't be done, I'll listen to another comment and let you guys know that that fusion couldn't be done. So that's really it. Until next time. Happy Halloween, everybody. Bye.